The 2016 elections involving Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Trump mainly won because of his stances on so many things. He offered you a new opportunity. He came to you and he told you that we can make America great again. And many people sold it as this is the last chance we have.
This is our last chance to save our country and reclaim it for we, the people. This is it. You don't have another chance. I really believe this is it.
It reminds me of an Opdivo commercial. It tells you that you can live longer if you take their medication, but the problem is the side effects. After you view this commercial, look at the side effects and consider the side effects of electing Trump. And surely you can say there were going to be side effects with Hillary. Sure. We already knew we were going to get with Hillary. But what I'm sharing with you is that with Trump, you're witnessing his heel turn.
For adults with advanced non-small cell lung cancer, previously treated with platinum-based chemotherapy, including those with an abnormal ALK or EGFR gene who've tried an FDA-approved targeted therapy, this is big. A chance to live longer. With Opdivo, nivolumab. Opdivo demonstrated longer life and is the most prescribed immunotherapy for these patients. Opdivo significantly increased the chance of living longer versus chemotherapy. Opdivo works with your immune system. Opdivo can cause your immune system to attack normal organs and tissues in your body and affect how they work. This may happen anytime during or after treatment has ended and may become serious and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you experience new or worsening cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, extreme fatigue, constipation, excessive thirst or urine, swollen ankles, loss of appetite, rash, itching, headache, confusion, hallucinations, muscle or joint pain, flushing, fever, or weakness, as this may keep these problems from becoming more serious. These are not all the possible side effects of Opdivo. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant or lung, breathing, or liver problems. A chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about Opdivo.
The devil is in the details. You know, what we're witnessing right before your very eyes is a heel turn. For those of you that don't know what a heel turn is, in the wrestling world, you're either a babyface or you're a heel, right? And eventually every babyface has a heel run where they turn into a bad guy. And what you're witnessing is Trump's heel turn. In the 1990s, there was a wrestler called Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan told people what they wanted to hear consistently. Drink your vitamins, eat your breakfast, go to school.
Train, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, be true to yourself, true to your country, be a real American.
He was the poster boy of speaking what the people wanted to hear. And one day, he decided to do a heel turn. It was completely unexpected. People were completely dumbfounded at what had happened before their very eyes. You see, Hulk Hogan decided to join the New World Order. And fans went crazy. They started throwing garbage in the ring, sodas in the ring.
Hulk Hogan is here! Hulk Hogan's here! Hulk Hogan is in the building! You're damn right he is! Go get him, Hulkster! Yeah, on whose side is he on? What are you talking about? Whose side is he on? What are you talking about? Yes, sir! Get him, Hogan! Go get him, baby! Come on and get some of this now! Who's bad now, boys? Hulk Hogan arrives. Hulk! What is he doing? My God! Is he the third man?
He's the third man! Hulk Hogan has betrayed WCW! He is the third man!
Look at this
picture!
Oh my God! God! Are you kidding me?
Probably the lowest shot ever given to professional wrestling. That man did right there, Hulk Hogan.
Let's get everybody out of the dressing room right now and kick his rear end. Unbelievable, brother.
Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
I have been with you for so many years. For you to join up with the likes of these two men absolutely makes
because they had got so invested in that type of a character that they forgot that it was all scripted all along. In reality, Hogan and them were all friends behind the scenes. They had forgot that this is all part of a script, and they got invested in the script, not understanding that they're all part of the script. So when Hogan turned into the NWO, into the New World Order, and yes, that was an actual storyline where Hulk Hogan joined the New World Order. It was insane. But what you're witnessing before your very eyes with Donald Trump is the exact same thing. You see, last year we talked about this topic of Donald Trump, and there were a lot of you who were very upset at me when I told you that he is not your King Cyrus. When I told you that Donald Trump is not your political messiah for disciples of Christ. I wasn't trying to tell you that because I thought I was better than you, and I'm not trying to make this video trying to tell you I told you so. That's not what I'm doing, because I'm actually rooting for him to do well. But the devil is in the details. Right before your very eyes, you're witnessing a man who has lied to you in such huge ways. He went from saying that he would remove Obamacare, repeal it immediately, to now telling you, I didn't say immediately, but check out the clips. He said immediately.
I'm here, 64 days? I never said repeal and replace Obamacare. You've all heard my speeches. I never said repeal it and replace it within 64 days. I have a long time.
Obamacare is going to be repealed and replaced. Obamacare. We're going to have a strong country again, and Obamacare has to go. We can't afford it. It's no good. You're going to end up with great health care for a fraction of the price, and that's going to take place immediately after we go in, okay? Immediately. Fast. Quick. Immediately. Fast. Quick.
And I know you're going to blame the Democrats for that too, right? It's always someone to blame. It's never the guy, Now he's saying he's just going to let it fail and that's it. That's not what you said when you ran and you got millions of votes because you were going to remove it. But we move on. That's justified. We keep on going. Then we have his stance on NATO. He said that NATO was no good.
NATO, in my opinion, is obsolete. Maybe NATO will dissolve, and that's okay.
His precise words is NATO is obsolete. And what does he say now? NATO is not obsolete.
Tonight, President Trump making a number of stunning reversals as he faces multiple foreign policy crises after repeatedly calling NATO obsolete on the campaign trail.
NATO, in my opinion, is obsolete. Maybe NATO will dissolve, and that's okay.
Now, Mr. Trump changing his tone while standing next to NATO's Secretary General in the East Room.
I said it was obsolete. It's no longer obsolete. NATO, in my opinion, is obsolete. It's no longer obsolete.
His stance on China. You would always hear him, China, 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 China. No one can deal with China better than me, he would say.
Let's say China. 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 You go over to China. 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 You take China. 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 I love them. China. China.
No one can do it better than me. China's a currency manipulator. But now, China's no longer a currency manipulator.
President Trump also speaking out on China, making another major reversal, saying he now no longer thinks the country is manipulating its currency to hurt the U.S. Our senior White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega, has more on all that. Good morning, Cecilia.
Hey, Robin, good morning to you. You remember Donald Trump on the campaign trail bashing China was a staple for him. And he said labeling the country a currency manipulator would be one of his first orders of business, but now a major flip. From President Trump, a very different tone about the country he previously called an enemy.
President Xi wants to do the right thing. We had a very good bonding. I think we had a very good chemistry together.
In Wednesday's White House press conference, nice words about China's President Xi Jinping. It follows his Mar-a-Lago visit and a Tuesday night phone call between the two leaders.
I was very impressed with President Xi, and I think he means well, and I think he wants to help.
And then with Syria, Many people voted for him because you would hear it from the alternative news media, from Donald Trump's biggest fans and Alex Jones show. If you vote for Hillary, you're voting for World War III. If you vote for Hillary, you're voting for a Syrian war.
Well, she has no plan for Syria, and look, with her, you'll end up in World War III. She doesn't know what she's doing, just like with Libya, just like with everything else she's done. So Syria now is no longer Syria. Syria is Russia and the new Iran that we built through the Iran deal, which is one of the worst negotiated deals I've ever seen. What we should do is focus on ISIS. We should not be focusing on Syria.
Well,
you'll end up with her plan. You'll end up in World War III with Syria. You're gonna end up, Steve. You're gonna end up in World War III over Syria if we listen to Hillary Clinton. She's incompetent.
And what do we have with Donald Trump? We just went into Syria. After he told you so many times, leave Syria alone. Leave Russia alone. Let them deal with their problems. Take care of America and let's make America great again.
Tonight I ordered a targeted military strike on the airfield in Syria from where the chemical attack was launched.
But we just went into Syria because according to us, they're killing a lot of babies, a lot of kids, when as a nation, we're murdering thousands of them every day via abortion, and no politician has done anything about it. Oh, sure, they'll tell you we'll defund Planned Parenthood. But when is a quote-unquote conservative political leader actually going to say no, remove it completely? They won't. Folks, they won't, because it's all part of the script. They're all part of the same system. Sure, some of them have better intentions than others. But folks, they fooled you, and they are fooling you. The devil is in the details. How is it that the devil corrupts people? He corrupts you with the little details. He's not going to just go at you and deceive you right away. He's going to give you the little details and fool you into falling for the traps. In 1 Corinthians 15:33, be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. Now, Satan could have just corrupted your good manners, but you wouldn't have fallen for it. But with evil communications, he got you to corrupt the good manners. That's how the devil works. It's the little details, the little fine print. Last year, when Trump was promoting the sodomy agenda and waving the rainbow flag all over, Christians said, okay, hey, he's just being nice. Last year, when Trump would be boastful, proud, double-minded, rude, Christians would say, he's just speaking it like it is, Tally. We're not in a politically correct way. I understand. Hey, all right. When prophecies after prophecies of Trump being Cyrus came forth, Christians were like, yes, he's my Cyrus. He's my political messiah. But your political messiah has flip-flopped on China, NATO, Obamacare, Syria, and what else? What else? You see what I'm trying to tell you, folks? What I'm trying to tell you is that you need to pray for this man. You need to pray that God really, really touches him in a huge way. Because if not, you're fixing to witness some crazy stuff in this country. Because once again, you're witnessing the political system fail you in a way that you couldn't have imagined. People voted for him expecting so many miracles, and right now what they're getting is not what they voted for. But I'm hopeful. I pray that I'm wrong. And I truly pray that he is able to lead this country in a better direction. But if history teaches us one thing, is that just like with Hulk Hogan when he turned heel, it was all part of the script. But Satan is defeated. Satan is defeated. So even if all of these things are happening all around you, don't waste any time. Continue to spread the gospel. Continue to teach people the good news of Jesus Christ. And take advantage of every moment you can while we have the time to spread the gospel. And if anything we've learned from this is to focus on the gospel of Jesus Christ and not be entertained with all of these puppet shows that you see in the political movement. As the world reaches its pinnacle, as the end arrives, okay, these worldly systems are going to be persecuting you, regardless of who's in power. Republican, Democrat, conservative, communist, you name it. All of these isms and that. Listen, man, come out from among her, all right, and seek God, for he's coming soon. And never forget that the devil is in the details. The devil is never just gonna go attack you and attack your character. He's gonna make you compromise little by little, like in 1 Corinthians 5:6. Your glorifying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? If someone came at you with a bunch of leaven, you would say, no, I can't take that. But a little leaven will leaveneth the whole lump. A little evil communication can corrupt very good manners. And last year, a lot of good manners in the church were destroyed via Donald Trump and its character. Don't let that happen anymore. Grow up from that and move forward. But pray for him, because you know what? God can still use him, and God can still move in his life. And I'm hopeful for that. But we shall see. God bless you very much. Thanks for watching.